SpongeBob chocolate. Chocolates. I'm selling chocolates.
Okay. Yeah. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. I know it's been a long time. I haven't posted in forever, but I had work and I got out of school and I had to unpack and I didn't do nothing. Okay. But I'm back now with my bestie. This is my best friend, Sydney.
Hi, guys.
We've been besties for 11 long years. Since fifth grade.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are gonna meet her, what she's about, where she's from, and then we're gonna do a couple of story times or whatever. So we're gonna get into the video. We're gonna get into the So go ahead, introduce yourself, bestie.
Okay, my name is Sydney Simmons. Sydney Lane Elizabeth Simmons.
Oh dang, okay. You have to give out your government.
I'm from Trenton, New Jersey. Jersey girl, born and raised.
You were born in Trenton?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I go to Providence College. I'm a freshman.
You were a freshman.
Oh, yeah.
Now
Rising
you're a sophomore.
sophomore.
Right.
Yeah. Freshman year was cool or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And
Where you from? Where you from?
Oh, Bermuda.
Oh, girl. Get you a Caribbean trip.
Yep, family ties come from Bermuda. My grandmother was Bermudian. My dad, all of that.
So yeah, we met in the 5th grade. When Sydney first day of school, we like went to a charter school in Trenton called Foundation Academy.
Yeah, they made you like sit on the floor.
Yeah,
if you know, you know. If you was there, you're a real one.
We sat on the floor, and this trick didn't bring any type of writing utensils to class to the first day of school. So she asked me for a pencil, and
then she gave me one, and that's how our love affair started.
For the next 11 years. So now we're gonna give y'all like 2 story times that really like impacted our friendship. There's a bunch more, but they're minor. These are the only ones we can remember right now. So the first 2 are about boys.
Of course.
As they always are. So, 5th grade year, boom. Picture this. 5th grade year. Me and Sydney. Sydney had dreads, y'all. Sydney used to have dreadlocks. And she was so cute, and I don't know why she cut them off. But she had dreads, and I had a best friend. We're going to call him Chocolate because he was so damn fine.
Chocolate.
Like Mekhi Phifer fine.
Like
me and Chocolate have been best friends all through middle school. And we always had a crush on each other. That's what everybody told me. They came up to me. Blah, 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 XYZ, blah, blah. So everybody knew I had a crush on Chocolate. Even my best friend. And then, what did she decide to do?
Alright, so boom. Chocolate comes up to me one day. And no, actually there was a third party. It was E. E comes up to me one day and she's like, Chocolate like wants to ask you out or whatever. And I was like, oh, really? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, like, yes. Tell him I said yes. Because, you know, it was middle school, so he didn't come up to me himself. So then we was standing in the line, leaving to the door, and Chocolate comes up to me or whatever. And, like, he had this ring, actually.
Oh,
and, like,
yeah.
He gave it to me.
He gave this heifer a ring.
I was sitting in the line. I was just like, oh, cool. Like, okay. It was real cute. We went out for like 2 days.
Yo, when I saw that, how did I find that out? Was that in the back of the line?
I was probably wearing it. Well,
somebody came up and told me.
Both our last names start with S's.
Yeah, we're both SS.
And
I'm Siobhan Scarlett,
alphabetical.
and she's Sydney Simmons. So we literally stand next to each other in line.
Yeah.
And I think he was I was right there, bro. And I turned around because I heard Chocolate's voice, and I said.
But anyway, yeah, he gave me a little ring. It was
and they dated for 48 hours. When that was the most livid 48 hours of my life. I was irritated.
It was really cute though.
But they broke up some crazy way, and this trick threw the ring.
Yeah.
Like she's so dramatic. She said, "You know what? I think was he flirting with?"
It wasn't like yes, he was flirting with Kay, and I was just like,
"What?"
No,
he said,
"I'm done."
She said, "You know what?"
Through.
I said,
Gone in the middle of gym class.
And mind you, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, if you was with a real one, that would never recur. I wouldn't throw your ring.
Okay, well, he asked me out. He didn't
Right.
ask you out.
But you said yes, which was the problem.
Okay,
Moving
but
forward.
every time I asked her if she had feelings for him, she would be like, no, that's just my best friend.
I was tired. Every other year, it was like, he likes me and I like him. But blah, blah, blah. It was too much. But then, in a few years later, like 2 years later, 7th grade year, karma came back and bit her because we liked the same boy.
Again.
So, his name is Poppy.
Yeah.
We're going to call him Poppy. Fine, man.
Little
And
Puerto Rican spice.
I had just finished, I don't want to say finished, like it was a task. Me and his friend Chulo, we're going to call him Chulo, just broke up. But it was a cool breakup. Like, we was chilling. He was still in love with his ex.
And you guys actually dated for like
we dated for a while with me and Chulo. He actually was still liked his ex.
That's funny.
And today, that's the ex he has a baby with.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So I was like, okay, bet.
Talk about love.
So we were cool.
Go between that.
We were cool. So Poppy and Sydney has this little flirtationship going on, right?
I liked him. He was real cute.
And as me and Chulo became more friends after we broke up, Poppy was his best friend. So we was always around. And her stepbrother's best friend as well. They were a trio. So Poppy and Chulo, like, they were always together. And me and Sydney were always together. And Sydney had liked Poppy. So I was like, okay.
I liked him a lot. And I admitted to it, too.
Moving forward. But I had asked Chulo, I was like, does Poppy like Sydney? And he was like, nah, they're just friends or whatever. Because when I asked Sydney about it, when I showed her the messages, she was like, oh, yeah, he's just, I guess it's whatever, blah, blah, blah. So, boom, I had to plot and make my plan. What? So, me and Poppy started texting, and we were texting on my iPod. All this, oh, you're so soft. Can't wait to hug you tomorrow.
Hold your hand.
Hold your hand. So he used to send me notes. So I still have every note that every ex has sent to me.
He drew me a picture.
He's engaged. So he's engaged today.
Yeah.
But long story short, whatever. So me and Poppy started kicking it, right? And I had actually met his mom because at my school you had to play an instrument, and me and Cindy both played the violin. So when the concert came, you had something called first chair, second chair, third chair, fourth chair, and then it was just the rest of the orchestra. I mean, nobody had time to count all the way up to 50 or whatever it is. So this boy named Hyro was first chair. He was like the best violin player. Second chair was Chocolate. I was third chair. Sydney was fourth chair. So that night, Poppy was like, oh, do you want to meet my mom? So I'm like, word? So I met his mom. She was real sweet. His father is a really well-known Puerto Rican musician. He's a rapper, I think, and he's like really known over there or whatever. So I met his parents, and yeah,
I was crushed for about.
We was talking for like a couple months.
I feel like realistically it wasn't a couple months. I feel like it was like.
It was probably like less than a month. But back then we were kids, so we thinking we
felt like
together.
Forever.
But yeah, that was a story about Poppy.
Yeah.
So that was the two stories. That was 10 years ago, 11 years ago. So now we're gonna fast forward because now we're way mature. The two story times that helped us out in college.
Yes.
Boom. So we went to different high schools. I ended up going to Leap Academy in Camden, and she went to Foundation. What is it?
Foundation Collegiate Academy in Trenton.
Yeah, which is the step up from Foundation Academy Middle School. So, long story short, I had broken up with my boyfriend of 5 years, who we're gonna call. Puppy. I called him Puppy because he has really huge eyes. I was dating Puppy for 5 years, and we had broken up because we were together all 5 years. We needed to be with other people. It's mainly my idea, but we still talk to this day. Like, he's still one of my best friends. But me and Puppy had just broken up, so I was like going on dates and whatnot. So this one day, I was talking to this guy who was older than me. And one day I was like, I want to go to the Cheesecake Factory or whatever. And he was like, all right, bet, I'll come scoop you. Scoop me up or whatever. The whole way to the Cheesecake Factory, he's acting weird. And I mean weird, like, oh, my head hurts, my stomach hurts. Oh, I don't feel like, I don't know if I could do this when I'm doing this for you, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay. So we pull up to the Cheesecake Factory. The Cheesecake Factory closes at 10. So we pulled up around 9:30. So we had like 15 minutes before they could tell us we can't go in. So he's sitting there. He just parked the car. He just laid back. Didn't get out and say nothing. So I'm like, okay, well, I said, you need a second to yourself to gather yourself. Like, I'm going to sit outside. So I'm calling Sydney. At the time, we had a big falling out from like my sophomore year to my senior year. We kind of weren't speaking because of something that happened that was immature.
We started talking again like this, kind of like this summer before we left for college.
Yeah.
Bit, like on social media and stuff.
So what happened was he was acting really weird. Like, he didn't want to go inside. So I was like, man, I don't have time for this BS. I'm leaving, whatever. And I didn't want to go home with him. I didn't want him to take me home. So I called all 164 people in my contacts. I texted everybody saying, can you do me a favor? I need your help. Right? Mind you, I don't ask anybody for anything ever. And this is at like 12 o'clock at night. So, and nobody answered me but Sydney. Sydney was the only message I got a reply from.
Yep.
And she sent me an Uber and she put money in my bank account. And I didn't even need the Uber. She sent me money for the Uber. So I didn't even need the Uber because he ended up taking me home. Because at first I was like, I don't know, you acting a little weird. Like, I don't know what you about to do. But everything was cool. He ended up taking me home. But since that day, that is when I knew, like, Sydney was my 100% best friend no matter what.
So, this is I'm going to set the scene for you guys. Freshman
boom,
year,
picture
Sydney.
this.
Freshman year, Sydney, all naive and sweet and genuine, walks across campus at 12 p.m. to go to the dorms because, you know, I had an appointment.
Mom, so, I don't know what appointments happen at 12 o'clock. I was in my bed.
So I'm walking across campus, 12 o'clock at night, and I'm, like, really shook by, like, what happened. And I come downstairs, and, you know, the dude doesn't walk me back to my dorm, and I'm a freshman. Like, I barely know where I'm going. It's dark outside. Like, I have a very big fear of being kidnapped or, like, taken and stuff, and I was just, like, really shook. So I called Siobhan, and I woke her up, and so she, like, talked to me, like, calmed me down. And
I go to bed at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Mind you.
And by that time when I left, it was, like, a good 2 a.m., 2:30 type time. Yeah.
I was
so
asleep, Mom. I was in my bed, Mom.
So like she was on the phone with me and like she calmed me down, and it was so important to me because like a big moment of my life just happened, and I was able to share that with my best friend, and like she was there for me, and she was like the only one that knows how to handle me when I'm in that state of mind, like when I'm really like just freaked out and just like yeah. So it was really important to me.
See me drop a tear? Did y'all see that tear? That's the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for
Instagram and all that. It'll be down below.
This isn't Snapchat. It won't be down below. Actually, I can finesse it. I can finesse it. So yeah, all her social media is gonna be down below. It's gonna be somewhere on the screen. This is what Sydney used to do. This is Sydney. But I'm going to leave all her social media and everything, her Instagram, her Snapchat, her Twitter, so you guys can follow my best friend. Don't be sending nothing crazy because we have linked accounts, baby. Okay?
Right.
And
I will
definitely come crazy for you.
Package
but thank you guys so much for watching my video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you can see every time that your girl posts. Hold on. Let me give you shoulder. Bow.
Oh.
So, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Don't think I've given up. I ain't giving up on love. Don't think I've given up. I ain't giving